Somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, please stop me.
Yours, nigga. Let me play with EA and them. Popping now. How you living, nigga? Alright, now goddamn, what's good with y'all now?
What's up, dog?
What's good?
Chilling like a villain and shit. Hey, Crown.
This nigga right here. I gotta get this nigga out of here.
You might well go ahead and run that, man. Go ahead and get the lesson started today. Yeah, I think I'm gonna come up.
Let's go! Oh, I thought he caught that bitch. Huh.
Southside.
You got it. What's happening now with you, Crown? I say you might well go ahead and run that.
Let's go, good defense. I'm watching your ass, dog. I'm watching your ass, dog. I swear to God. Let's go!
Ah, that was my angle.
I thought you gonna cut it up.
Let's see. I see what he playing. Let's see if I can.
Let's
see if I can. Let's see if I can make him work.
Outside want to broadcast the game on me.
Man, you know I got broadcast for Twitch, man. I gotta get them. Nobody don't really watch it for real, but I just gotta get my hours up on that shit before I get that partner for that Twitch.
Defense, man.
I'm trying to get that shit up. Nobody don't be watching for real though. Cause it's like some people on the on Xbox, man. It's like they can't watch their Twitch for real. It's like when they try to go on the people profile, it like they won't watch. It like they can't watch it. I don't know what's up with that.
Everybody locked in.
Yeah, I'm trying to get one with you, Crown. You must be doing something.
No, finna come in now.
Oh, okay. Shoot, you can send an invite.
Man, grab a ticket, pull up a chair.
Yeah.
Doing good, buddy.
Hold on, that right, Kim. Cause I don't know, I thought you had the echo in there. Let me see. There you go.
No matter what nobody say.
Oh.
I hope y'all enjoyed y'all morning and fucking taking care of y'all kids, man. There's just a lot going on, man. This world is just crazy, man.
Man, that shit been like that for years.
Crazy, yeah,
it's worse now.
It's
Yeah.
getting worse, man. I'm 28. That shit's getting crazy, man. Like, just y'all be safe as black men.
Man, you dropped
really
the
gotta
fucking
lift each
ball,
other.
my nigga.
Yeah.
But if anybody wanna get cooked, just let me know. I'll be on Madden.
Sure.
Back to the regular schedule program.
Let's go.
Yes, Lord. Yes, baby.
Hey, Rakim.
What's up, bro?
You still
What's
talk?
up, Southside?
You still talk to Deidre?
Deidre. Then like every day, like on Facebook, he messages me and stuff.
Oh, you still be fucking with that man?
Man, that nigga
Man, they
really,
wouldn't let me jump.
yo,
That was
Southside,
my
that nigga
Yeah, oh, I know.
Why he'll be entering tournaments and shit.
Oh, I know.
A lot of niggas don't know about him.
I seen him on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that
He's
motherfucker.
dangerous, bro. His play style is. I've never seen nobody play like how he play. To
Right.
be honest.
That boy there, at first I thought that boy was playing with a scuff controller at first. Then when I see the skills
No,
that
bro,
where he was
man.
playing, that boy there he could play.
Yeah.
Making some good ass tackles. I'll give you that one.
Yo,
God damn.
Southside, that nigga user everything. When I say he user everything, he uses everything.
Oh yeah, I already know.
Oh, they got me. They got me right there. They got me.
That's why I said I know on this one. I know he dead on this one.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
Breaking everybody.
I think, but the crazy thing, Southside, I think last year he was more crazier.
He was on it, but he wasn't on it that much though.
Right.
He was just ducked off.
Winning over there.
Me?
Cause I had to ease off of it. I was like, shoot, I said I'll let them boys have it, man.
Hey, Southside.
Yo.
I had to get you yesterday, man.
EA Sports
Oh, man.
coverage of the
Oh,
NFL
that my
brings
first
us to
time
the
playing
state
EA.
of
You gonna do
Florida
that shit
and
again, though.
TIAA Bank Field in
You gonna do that shit
Jacksonville.
again,
This
though.
crowd
That my first
excited
time
to see
playing.
their
I wanna try
Jaguars
it
as
out.
both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Let me kick this. I'll get you though. Don't worry. Well, he turned up yesterday though.
Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Spinning away. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Let's go, let's go.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On second down, here's Bortles. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big third down play there for the Jags. 46 yards.
Oh, I was like, that man can't get over that fast enough.
On first and 10, here's Bortles. Forced out to his left. Got his man,
Good shit,
it's
man.
caught.
Good one, man.
Touchdown,
I was trying to
Jaguars.
say that,
A great effort there. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 27. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite
where my
hold it.
kick?
Got
Where my
hit.
catch, man?
Ball pops out, incomplete.
Damn, man.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Miles Jack in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability and a sack result.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Caught, Severian Jenkins, right side. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. Bortles to throw on second down. Being chased out left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? And certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
On second down, here's Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off in his own 46. Past the 20, 10, and will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick 6. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Man,
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
But I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
There you go. I was going to say. Oh, man. Bring that shit back. Bring that back. Send that back. Damn.
On his ass.
Crown lagged out. Hot damn. He'll come back in. Hey, so it ain't raining down there, is it?
I'm not in Georgia. I'm in Indiana.
Oh, okay.
Give me that pig, man. Let's go. Watching your ass, boy. You ain't sleep, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, lagged out. I had seen what was going on. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, send that back.
This nigga over here done set in front of the doggone Xbox and hit the button.
Damn. Should be like that sometimes, though.
Give me that fucking ball, nigga.
This nigga dropped my shit, man.
Swervy, McGurvy.
I need a touchdown right here.
You got to quit that game, man.
Yeah, because I looked at it like, man, what the fuck? That shit just, because I thought it came back in. I was like, oh, shit. And then when I looked in the part, I was like, okay. Probably had disconnected out without trying.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Defense, baby.
Donald got off. I couldn't block him.
Let's go, man. Swervy, McGurvy.
Oh yeah, you got it loaded up now.
Woo, let's go.
Okay.
Touchdown, baby. Swervy, man. Swervy, McGurvy.
On the center.
All right. I gotta check that Spotify. See what they talk about over there. The motherfuckers, they need to hurry up and pay me. Let me see that the cub right here. Let me see.
Let me see that. Let me hold it. Knowing that. Yeah.
All right, I'm finna send it in the party. There you go.
You know that shit coming now, man. That shit coming now, man.
Shit.
I need to force you into some shit.
10:03.
Ooh, come on, that was it.
That wasn't it.
Yeah, that was it right here. That's what I needed.
Ooh, that was a good kick. I footed that bitch.
Oh, you missed it.
I footed the fuck out of that motherfucker, dog. Ain't get a nigga no time in that pocket, man.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And spins away. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Who we got on there? He got. All right, so
Shoot.
he gonna man up with him.
Let me see.
He gonna back the linebackers up.
But I'm gonna stay on this outside linebacker. So you see me. You see me.
Ooh.
Let's go.
You
Set
lucky
his
you
ass
lucky
up,
you
baby.
backed out. You lucky you backed out because I was gonna sting his ass. I was gonna sting his ass.
Outside.
Yo,
I know it. Don't start it up.
I'm waiting on you.
Let's go, man.
There you go.
Fourth quarter, baby. Fourth quarter. Let's take this W.
I gotta get some more batters for it.
Oh, something for the controller and shit.
Oh,
Oh,
batters right there.
Nigga look decent.
The first carry for Leonard Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before it could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. In double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A handoff to Fournette. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
11B.
Bortles now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And that is
that shit. What?
Touchdown. Allen Robinson, 51 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it up and through. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away.
You gotta take that shit if you want it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Spins away. And now running right through it. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On first down, Bortles. His throw incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's hit. And it's loose. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him 30 yards there. Trubisky now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. Now he's going to throw deep back over. It's caught at the 10. And now look at this. Big game and a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. they had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Going deep for Moncrief. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
Bortles will try again on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey. 380. Move.
Bortles now on 1st down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is.
No,
Well, this was an excellent read.
I was just trying that back out.
Got rid of the football
Still
before
in
it
there.
even got to
Still
him
in there,
for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good
Oh,
spot.
give me that.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know he sees it too.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4
That's
picks.
a crazy
And
shit.
Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Fournette, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find
That's a
something.
good ball game,
There's nothing
man.
available there for him.
Give me that shit.
This is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sims. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard 30-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Hell yeah, I got
Habits, they can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now Bortles. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The interception grows. They just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, that's taken in by Bellman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First target, first catch, and a first down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky.
Yeah, I know RB, but it's a different kind of way to hold on.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Trubisky to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away.
Basically,
this is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah,
and now here's another interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Buying time to his left. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the
Oh
20
no,
to the
yeah. I'm just talking
22-yard
shit, man.
line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're
I had
teetering
to hold
right
on
there
to
on the
that
brink,
shit. That
aren't
was
they?
epic. I had to take my time with that shit.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Trubisky. And now here's another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle. Much more plays.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
No, I don't come up with excuses
look
like
at
some
that.
people.
Look at him turn.
But I say good game.
And now
And I admit to
Chicago
my
getting
fault,
ready to
okay?
go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
And those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them.
And my goodness, another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard
got that on
line.
the sideline. I tried to ease
And
him
that
up over
gives him
there.
now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3
I mean, oh, you talking about when I made that
2011,
catch?
wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against
Oh, you talking about the
Washington and
catch?
Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Flush to his right. Looking long for Westbrook. And this will be caught at the 30.
I
It's a
thought you were talking
big
about
play.
the
Bortles to Westbrook. 43 yards.
In our pregame
Oh, come on, when I
meeting,
did
what
that
we talked
slant.
about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him
Come
to
on, when
make
I
his
did that
throws
slant
from
play.
the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he
Come
just
on, with
showed
that
it
slant
right
play,
there.
yeah.
Pretty good
Oh,
arm,
that's
too.
all me.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught.
That's it. Yeah, that was-
Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His second
come on, when we
touchdown
were
of
neck
the
to neck.
afternoon. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Man, they do
And
what they
his
wanna
kick
do on this
is
shit.
right
Sometimes
through.
like, we'll have our lucky attempts here and there, but you know how that shit be, man.
So
That's
all
why I said
square
with
here
that,
in this
'cause
third
when I
quarter
clicked
as
on
the
it, I was
kicks
intending
away.
on to it, but when you came right behind, I was like, shit.
This
I
will
put
be
the ball
taken
in
to the
front
back of
him.
the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Oh, no.
The Bears
I'm
offense now
sometimes.
getting ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to
gotta
forget the
play
ending,
now.
the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner. I'm
Let's
not
laugh.
laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Bortles now on first down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation.
Got his man. It's caught.
I was blitzing that time.
Touchdown,
No, I was blitzing that time.
Jaguars.
No, I ain't coming to.
Third touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the forced turnover on defense leads
you know
to
I'm
6
Blake.
points. And this
you
is
know
no
I'm Blake. You know
good.
I'm
It's a missed extra point. Boy, the
you know
tight
I'm-
game, how important might that
you
turn
said
out
all
to
the
be
people
here as
on
the
the fucking,
second half
convention,
rolls
huh?
along. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
Yeah, that shit happened. You got like a connection that's separate.
This will be
from that
taken
shit?
to the back of the end zone. And he'll
Yeah,
take it
that's
back
what
to
I'm saying,
about the
like, you supposed to have
19-yard
two separate
line.
connections, though.
And now
'Cause I got two
Chicago
separate
getting ready to
connections on
go
my
as they
shit.
take the field. They had
Yeah,
that
with,
lead,
with
looked pretty
Xfinity.
comfortable in the first
Like, I got
half.
one
Maybe
that
got a
people
little bit
use for the
overconfident because
cell
that's
phone
gone now.
strictly, but it still
Almost takes
works
us back
just
to
like,
being kids,
you know,
doesn't it?
fast Wi-Fi,
Because I know
and
at
then
some
the other
point your
shit,
dad did
I
the
just
exact
use,
same
like,
thing
towards
mine
my
did.
game for
It's
more
okay to be
efficient.
confident, son, but overconfident,
'Cause I had
that's
to
not
stop
a good
using
thing. And
Wi-Fi
that's
for a
maybe what
minute.
we saw here. They thought
They
they
use it
had
on
this
home
thing in
music
hand.
no more with the
Had
This
full
is with the
control,
connection,
and
like,
guess what?
with the
They
wire.
got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us
Once you
advice.
take your eyes off
Absolutely. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On 1st and 10,
Oh, I
it's
ain't trying to do
Trubisky.
that.
And it
I
pops
ain't trying to
free.
do
The
that at all.
collision
Don't
there
quit.
jarring the
I'm not
ball
trying to do
loose and brings
Don't
up
go to my
second
friends, and
down.
You know how you come back and the shit start
Brandon, at
moving
least there's
a little
one
fast
bright
and shit.
side to that incompletion.
Got a register
What's
too.
that?
It wasn't an interception.
I did not try to do that.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete
you
that
clicked on
time.
fast enough.
Another throw on second down, and
You
this one
clicked on fast.
incomplete as well.
Ain't
Big
worried
play
about it.
coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Hold on right quick, Crown. Hold on. Let me see what my cousin wants right quick. Hold on. I'm just trying to send him an invite. Oh, he at work. I'll talk to him later. He at work. Let go. He on the Xbox out. I thought he was on the game and shit.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Bortles to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
Right there.
Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Incomplete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down. Bortles going to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Danny Trevathan, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Now Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he'll be out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Bortles will keep it, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Blake Bortles taking it in, and the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Now this time Bortles will throw, and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it, and they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, dude, you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves
And now here's another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
But I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and let things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Safarian Jenkins. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
No, it don't. It don't. It's all right.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. Now Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Trubisky will throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And it's a fumble. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. He's going to air one out. It got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Looking deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Give him 30 yards there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Bortles
steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Bortles now on 3rd and goal.
Yeah.
Terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Attempt to try to...
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Throwing is Bortles. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook. And even 40 yards.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that was me when I did that. Yeah, that was me.
Bortles to throw once more. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Dumps it off to Fournette, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Bortles going to throw here. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up, and don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those.
And my goodness, another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
Never too late. Yeah, dude.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. This is just an exercise in
You see, me when I
futility.
played
Do
this
you
shit, I
even
played
bother
it
running
like,
a play here
you know,
offensively?
I'll be champ.
Because now is not going to erase what's happened
no,
during the game.
yeah.
So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for it.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
I play 21 skunk. If you beat me, I'll let it go.
664 yards.
That's a lot of fucking yards, man. Cause I gotta get back good at this, man. I gotta whoop some ass. Cause I played a little bit of it on the PlayStation 4, but that shit, I ain't stayed on it for real like that. It was like it wasn't garbage, but it was more like it felt different. It felt like Xbox. But I mean, the graphics cool and all. It moves smooth and shit. But the controls, it just didn't feel right playing on it. I felt like.
I'm sending when you ready, man.
Oh, okay. Let me send it. Hold on. My bad. All right. Let me send it through my partner name right here. All right, boom. All right, I'm finna send it in.
You gotta eat first. You gotta eat.
There you go.
Yeah, eat it.
Yeah, I gotta be quarterback. I gotta try them back out again, man. Let me see. I gotta try them back out. I got to. I can't sleep on Chicago. They're a good team. I gotta go back to my old shit.
What time to pull up? I'm gonna warm it up. Let me see it.
I had to. There we go. All right. I'm gonna roll this up.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Like that, I gotta work them boys. If not, that's my fault.
Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.